Welcome back to the Smart Nonsense Podcast, where we talk about smart nonsense. Every this, that, and the other is off in the hook. I was just wondering if I was asking you in the green room if we say welcome back to the Smart Nonsense Podcast, as if anybody listens.
Wow. Sorry, dude. I just had like a 30
No,
second short circuit.
No.
No.
Here. Prawn of life.
Nice, dude. Prawn of
Wake
life.
up.
That'll
I
bring him back.
emailed Nick back thanking him for the prawn of life. So if you're not subscribed to the Smart Nonsense podcast, you should be.
Right.
Because you would know what that means.
Because you're a mega influencer.
Oh.
Don't mean to bring that up this early.
Right off the bat. I mean, that is news. We just found out. So Christian on the team, Christian and Sam. Christian was doing a lot of outbound for Smart Nonsense content, got in touch with Shopify. Shopify came back to us and was like, hey, not really interested in sponsoring shorts because we don't do that. If anything changes, let us know. I hop in. I was like, hey, I'm recording a long form video in literally 24 hours. Do you want to get on that? And he was like, if the price is right, yes. Oh, yeah. And then, sorry, to tie it all back, Krishna found like a blog post of how Shopify, prices their influencers. And they had tranches of like nano influencer, micro influencer, macro influencer, mega, dude. 1 million+ subscribers, you're a mega influencer. It's me. You're macro yourself, which
Dude,
I know
macro,
is something.
I don't get macro because
Well, it's
macro
500,000 to 1 million.
No,
Macro.
But
You're
like
right in the middle.
Like I put my hand in front of my camera and it says macro. It's got the little flower thing. Because I'm a sunflower. Maybe it recognizes a sunflower.
No, it's because macro photography is like photography of the small. It's making the small look big. Macro.
Story of my channel, dude. Did I bring up on the pod how we went to this Jonathan B. or By talk? He gives like lectures about fucking philosophy and stuff. And he asked me, he found my channel and he was like, oh, I'm so curious about your unique strategy. I should have phrased it the other way. But like, you get a lot of views on short form, no views on long form. I'm so curious about your unique strategy. Like fucking negging me. Like unique strategy, like dumbass fucking 200 views on these stupid things. So that was a sick neg.
How'd you
I'm
respond? I forget.
Influencer. I literally didn't.
Oh.
I didn't, dude. You can't respond to that.
Yeah.
I will say, speaking of this topic, you were also recognized yesterday.
I was recognized in Trader Joe's by my friend Arian. Then after, she is now my friend.
Oh,
we made friends.
I thought you were lying to everybody. Like I got recognized, and it was just you saw your friend.
No,
in Trader Joe's.
It's my new friend, Arian, fan of Smart Nonsense. And I started when I was leaving though. I was like, was it Aaron?
It can't be, dude. Arian, you're attracting the Hitler Youth.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, it's more likely Aaron. But she was kind of nervous and kind of flustered. It was cute though. I was in the checkout aisle. There's this thing. So creators have described, like, I think I've heard Colin and Samir describe it a good amount of like, there are certain eyes you get when somebody recognizes you in public. It's like a triple take and then a kind of hard stare, but they're trying to not look. So like this was happening as I was shopping in Trader Joe's. And I get to the checkout aisle. I'm checking out with, what did I have? Some strawberries and blueberries. I know you're a berry guy yourself. Curious if you still go to different bodegas for those, but let's park that for a second. Then she came up to me and asked if I did YouTube. She's no big fan. No, first it was like, I'm sorry, do you make YouTube videos? And I had to be like, had to kind of play it cool. Like, I do. I do. And then I told her my name, and then we shook hands, and then she just said she's a huge fan. And I said,
Nice.
keep getting smart about nonsense. Let's something like that. And I was like,
That should. Oh, she told you that?
no, I was like,
Do you end with a little call
thanks
off
for
when you talk to somebody?
Yeah, what was my call sign?
You should do that every time.
Let's keep getting smart about nonsense. It wasn't let's keep get, but it was something about getting smart about nonsense. Yeah.
Nice.
Walked home, huge smile on my face. Huge smile. It's really nice. It's really nice
Right.
to be recognized for the thing you do in the world.
Wow.
As a mega influencer myself.
Well, I'll tell you what the macro influencer was doing yesterday. I was walking the West Side Highway. No one recognized me. I'll tell you that. But I was walking. Well, I was walking with a girl on the West Side Highway, just for context.
Had to get that in.
I had to sneak that in. I do walk alone most of the time. This is a rare exception. And I was walking, and I like to be in conversation. So usually, making good eye contact, focused on the person that I'm with, not the millions of beautiful people going by. But this one time, I picked up my head, and I looked, and I see this other beautiful girl. And she's making strong eye contact, like heavy. I would classify them as fuck me eyes. Maybe not.
I was gonna say macro influencer eyes, like.
Oh, like she recognized me?
Yeah.
No, it's more mega. Only really mega gets recognized. No, although someone in Singapore, when we were there, recognized me because I was wearing a sleeveless shirt, which is my outfit.
Sleeveless white champion.
But no, I don't think this girl recognized me, but making really strong eye contact, and she was also walking with a dude, and so I like turn. I'm like, oh damn, that girl's like really eye fucking me. Then I turn to the dude who's also eye fucking me, and I'm like,
Macro.
wait, yeah, that right there, that's a mega dude.
What?
The dude.
I got lost.
Sorry,
I got lost in the inside joke.
I was looking at the chick, and then I looked to the dude, and the dude was a mega. It was Jack Harlow.
Oh! From Craigslist Craig to Jack Harlow.
Dude.
You've seen Hugh Jackman. You've seen Kelly Wakasa, Luke. I mean...
Dude, what a hodgepodge.
Jack Harlow?
Yeah. Yeah, it was... And it was very strange because they were both just looking right at me. And I was looking at... I was like very confused.
Well, so here, this is interesting because it gets back to what I was saying about being a mega influencer and Colin and Samir. If you're in their shoes, which I am, the mega influencer, you are more cognizant of eyes. Especially he's like mega influencer. So I could see I sometimes find myself double taking it or looking prolonged at nano people to be honest. Trying to figure out if it's like an unspoken, like, are you who I think you are? So
I thought it would be the opposite though. Like I thought they would try and not make eye contact, and like I'm the one that's staring. But it was the opposite.
I can only speak from.
So you're saying you stare at people just because you want to see?
I think it's an instinctual thing. It's a defense mechanism.
Dog cockeyed Joe for you.
Yeah, it's like if they're staring at me, you kind of gotta keep an eye on them. You gotta stare back.
But I turned to see this girl, and she was already making eye contact with me.
Yeah, and she probably squeezed his hand like, why is that guy staring at me?
Threat. He was walking a dog. So
who was she?
I don't know. Pretty cute though. Not super tall. He's kind of big.
Jack Harlow.
Celebrities
girlfriend.
just have an aura to them though.
Yeah, it's mega. It's the mega aura. I'm working on it.
Dude, they just take up like a lot of space and they kind of glow. I don't know. It's interesting. And yeah, the girl I was with missed it, and she was really bummed.
Did you tell her why you were
she's
staring?
With a macro, so.
Does she know you're a macro?
I remember who it was. I just remember I'm like, I know that dude. Who is it? And she's like, oh, that's Jack Harlow.
Is that how she sounds?
That's how every girl in my head sounds.
Oh. Yeah, that's also how you mimicked your mom. Oh.
Yeah.
What's up with the span?
Dude, what's her name? Fucking Charlie D'Amelio. Is that her name? Yeah. She was at the span. I sent that. So it's like, dude, the span, you can't hate on the span because people go to the span. And our other buddy is living above the span, so it's gonna get even sloppier. Dude, I had some good FOD because it's been a minute. Did you want a topic before I take some?
No, dude, my notes just say rotisserie chicken.
Oh. Okay. Oh.
Most you're like, oh. I wrote that down because for dinner yesterday, I was coming out of a wonderful Thai massage. I try and do that on the weekly if I can. And right across the street from the Thai massage is the grocery store. And I thought tonight I'll go get a rotisserie chicken. I'll save some money and I'll get a lot of protein. I'll buy a rotisserie chicken. And the reason, and I ate it and it's delicious, dude. It's like $6 and it's delicious. Hot, salty, cooked. Could feed a family of 4. But I wrote it down because I know that you had a history with rotisserie chickens. I don't know if we've ever talked about that.
When I lived in New York, on the floor.
I think that was more than one time. I'm racking my brain. I'm like, which time was it that he was living on the floor?
This was the internship period, in particular. I lived with a Cypriot, a Greek man who I didn't really know, and he'd play like the sitar or like some weird instrument late at night.
I think it's a lyre yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I think it's the one that starts with an L.
Well, I didn't really know him. He'd play that a lot, and I slept under his bed, like at the foot of his bed, on like a little. I upgraded from a pool floaty to like a little like. It was like if you want to get like a mattress topper, it's like the sample they'd give you for the mattress topper. So it's like a tiny
like a
one.
swatch.
Yeah, and I'd sleep on my towel that I'd use because I didn't have a pillow. And there was an Asian girl living with us that I never spoke to. No, I don't even think she like knew I was living there, or she did, but she didn't approve of it. But there, I didn't have any money. He actually tried to charge me rent, and I'm like, dude, I literally don't have money, so I can't. I don't know what to do. And he's like, I'll just.
All right, so hang on, because I think we just glossed over the pool floaty, which you used to describe that to me, and I didn't register for a while. This is like the thing you put in the pool on a summer day that is like long and skinny, maybe has a couple cup holders, maybe a backing to it.
No, it's it's like one of those like lay flat floaties.
Just flat.
It's just flat, and it's maybe at most 12 inches across, maybe 10. And it's got like a little. The whole thing's inflatable, but like a little pillow, like a little lump for your head. And so I used that, but it was so sticky because it was like summer internship.
It's a sticky rubber.
Well, it's a sticky rubber, and we didn't really. Oh, dude, that was it. So I was sleeping in the kitchen on the floor, and my buddy was sleeping in the kitchen on the little couch in the kitchen, in this really small Chelsea 1 bedroom. And then the other dude he took the bedroom, and the bedroom was the only place with AC. In the kitchen, we didn't have it, so I'd just be like stuck to this pool floaty, and just anytime I'd move, it'd be like, and like wake up my buddy, dude, our buddy. So I got kicked out of there, and then I had to like get a different mattress so I wouldn't keep.
And well, I have one more question. It's not rotisserie. A mattress, but yeah. So we also like camped at the time, right? So didn't you have like a sleeping mat, like a good one?
No,
like
why? I didn't have one of those.
So you just $7 Walmart pool floaty?
Dude, I showed up to New York. I was just like, I can roll this thing up and put it in my pocket. It was fucking sick. And then I used my towel as my blanket. So it was fucking perfect.
Okay, so the rotisserie chicken.
Well, yeah, the point is I had absolutely zero money because no one was paying me anything. And so the only food I could eat, like the highest bang from a buck calorie thing, was getting a full rotisserie chicken and just eating it every day.
1 meal a day?
1 meal a day, and then I get street blueberries.
From a Street blueberries?
Yeah, like they have little vendors on the street.
Or they sell
and they
like
get blueberries that are like right before they go moldy. You can buy them. Pretty cheap. So I'd get those. I wouldn't wash them. I'd eat them on my way home as I'm holding my rotisserie. And then I eat the rotisserie. Sorry, this is the food podcast, dude.
Whoa. Yeah, I didn't mean to open the can of worms, and I didn't know about the moldy blueberries. Wow.
Well, not all of them are moldy. You eat around them. But, dude, let me tell you, because we've almost made it in the world. And I'll tell you how I know this. We threw a banger party this past weekend. Rooftop party.
Okay.
It was supposed to be for another girl. We just have a cool rooftop, so people like ask to host at this roof. And so it's kind of nice because we do like a split party. So I'll know half the people. They bring half the people. And I said this before, like the party hack is you like buy all the alcohol. Like don't do this thing of like, hey, bring some alcohol if you can. Just buy a fuckload of alcohol and then everyone's just happy and it's like $300 and you're like just ripping. So we had like 80 people come through probably. It was ripping. The problem though was, dude, I've run into this situation a couple times now that I'm a budding leader. Is a lot of people, because I'm kind of like hosting things, whether it's like hockey or this party or there's probably another thing on the list. People in the audience, like we were presenting a cake and then people started saying speech and they like said it to the girl and then like, I was also the host, so like they want a speech from me.
You got nowhere to put it.
It's happened a couple times with my hockey team too, where people just yell speech and you got to give like an impromptu speech. And dude, fuck me, dude. Dude,
It's not that hard.
dude, I didn't think it was that hard, but I'll find a way to make it hard, dude. It's like, all right, and I'm learning, so it's good. But like, fuck, dude.
I'm just imagining you need to go on like Nathan Fielder's show, The Rehearsal. Well, it's kind of like the King's Speech, but I'm just imagining like you and Nathan Fielder doing this fake mock party and like you prepared this speech and it's like way over the top and yeah.
Well, yeah. See, the
You
way
just gotta
I
like
do,
thank everyone for being there. And
no,
like,
this is my takeaway, dude. This is my takeaway. I never realized how. I don't know what you do during a speech, so I've never like. Okay, so 3 speeches I've had to give recently. 1, we had like a team dinner for hockey, and then 2, we won the championship for hockey, and then 3, this like party dinner. All 3 of them, no fucking clue what to say. People are just like speech, and I'm like fucking speeching. Like I don't know what to say, so I just start making up words. I'm not good on my feet. And so I realized recently, because I blew this one. It was bad. But my buddy Raj, who I really like, he's like amazing because any elephant in the room, he'll just call it out in like a really funny way. Just like right after, he's like, dude, that was the worst speech I've ever heard in my life. What the fuck was that? And then we're just like everyone was like, it was okay. And he's like, dude, I'm like reaching out to
a linguist,
to like Forbes
a
or
speech
like some like
pathologist.
popular. Yeah, well, like he wanted to get like interview tips from this one person so that he could not have a speech as bad as the one I gave. So fucking ripped me apart. Well deserved.
So what was the?
But
what
here's
was
my
the
takeaway,
speech?
dude. Well, I don't want to, dude. I'm gonna start PTSDing. It was just not what you're supposed to give at someone else's birthday speech. It wasn't long.
Was it?
It was just.
Was it like?
It wasn't.
Were there intrusive thoughts, or like when you offered the 13-year-olds booze? Like sometimes you just accidentally say
no one
things.
called me a retard. But no, it was just. No, dude, didn't bring up the right topics. But I realized after, I'm like, okay, I got to figure out what you're supposed to say. And I think I forget what I was watching. Maybe it was a clip that came up, but it was like some award ceremony. And I just realized the speech, when people say speech, what they're saying is thank us all for being here. Thank us.
Yeah.
Thank us
raise,
for things.
raise a glass. Say a toast. Cheers.
Raise
Ciao,
a glass.
ciao, dude.
Dude, something with the linguistics, it didn't. I didn't. The speech is just.
Did you start with four score
coming.
20 years ago?
Dude, it's crazy how obvious it is. It's
Set
like,
up conflict resolution?
Dude, I've had, oh my God, there was another speech I had to give once on a bus in a hockey tournament, and I think my dad almost disowned me after because it was in front of him. and I think I got booed during it. It was so bad, dude. Oh my god. Oh, the PTSD. It was like 40 dudes in a giant bus, and like you had to give a speech, or like you had to do like something entertaining in front of everybody. And I tried to tell a story about me like hooking up with a girl, and it was just like way too long, and it was boring, and it was kind of like a humble brag. And people were like, "What the fuck is this, Rick? That's your son?" And it was just really embarrassing. And the other person that they just like sang the national anthem in like a funny way, and then I come up and tell a stupid story for 10 minutes, and they just fucking booed me off.
Rick, that's your son.
Dude,
There's something
like,
about
no. Like, he said he wasn't adopted, dude.
There's something about like making it it's like somebody else's problem.
Yeah.
Like, Rick, that's what you call a son?
It's just brutal. So I'm finally now realizing when people say speech, they mean toast, and a toast means thanking people for being there and let's have a good time. I just didn't realize that's what those things are, because I've never been in that situation, so it's just a new thing for me.
I'm dying to know what you did.
No, there's a recording of it, and I can't, dude. It's so painful. But no, we live and we learn, dude. We live and we learn. So,
just
no more of that.
At least give me the structure. Like, what were you going for?
It's just, I don't know. I was like, well, I did say thanks for being here, but then after you do that, it's like, what else is there? It's like, it's not my, like, fucking, I guess I talk about the birthday girl. Didn't do that. I kind of talked about her sister. Fuck. No, we're all good. We're all good. We'll figure it out. But
all right. Wow.
that's what happens with the yes man. I'm in situations I haven't been in very much before.
But you learn. That's the thing. You
Best
don't,
way to learn, too.
Yeah, if you say no and don't end up in those situations, you'd never learn. Like, next time you're gonna crush the speech, dude. You're just gonna be like,
Dude.
I love and adore every single person here. Thanks for being here. Let's have a good time. Shots on me, dude. I bought all the alcohol.
Wow. Fuck, dude. You've been there before.
Been there before.
We could end. Well,
I'll tell you something
got a
that's
couple.
nerve-wracking speech-wise, but I'm a natural and I'm a mega influencer.
Nice.
Communications with the radio as a pilot.
Ah.
As the pilot in command, actually, the person who sits in the left seat on the plane.
Command.
I just want to say I'm 8-9 hours into flight school. 40 is the magic number to get your private pilot's license. I don't know if I'm on track to do it in 40, but I'm pretty good at communicating with the tower and ground and other pilots in the air, which you don't really do that much. But I have a real knack for it, and it feels really cool to be talking in call signs and statute miles and knots. Oh. So that's all. Oh, but you know what? You know what? We don't have to end there necessarily.
Well, no, ending your thread. Just my thread's being very vulnerable for 5 minutes, and then you're just like, I really like saying Tomahawk Whiskey Tango on the.
And I'm good at it.
Signs.
Well, it'd be Tango.
Yeah, you're really good at it.
Tomahawk Whiskey Tango. two T's.
Well, maybe you're
words.
talking about a Tomahawk missile because you're in the air.
Okay, fair.
And it's
Gardeloo! Dude, what the fuck did you say in the speech? I have to have the video.